In this video, we'll have a look at profiles calculating installments and the T1 module. Profile does have a installment page and it will calculate installments if they're required. I've got a link here. I just typed in Google search CRA T1 installments and it came up with this link here. So it discusses when installments are required. Let's have a look at how that looks in Profile, what a file might look like when installments are required. I have a demonstration return here, and I can see that they have a balance owing of $17,812.58. If I flip over to the comparative, I can see that there was a capital gain. So that's no tax withheld, so there'll be a balance owing due to that. A lot of confusion happens though for the letter. If I look on the client letter, it says your return balance is $17,812.58. That must be paid by, this is a 2023 return. So this is the rule. If you have a balance owing, you have to pay it by April 30th in full. The next thing though is that says we calculated that you have to pay installments this year totaling $17,812.84, and please remit them at the different dates. This is a confusion here because the way it works out is that the balance owing must be paid April 30th, but on or before April 30th. This similar amount, it comes up with the question, well, do I pay it in installments or do I pay it by April 30th, the total balance? This is kind of confusing for people looking at this letter that are not familiar with taxes. So what it is though is the balance owing is the balance owing. You have to pay it by April 30th. The installments are to pay ahead for the 2024 tax year. So if I go to installments, install, it says up at the very top, quarterly installments are required in 2024 if in either of 2023 or 2022 you had tax owing of more than $3,000. So this is where the installment number comes from. That's on the letter. That's the amount. And Profile is by default, with the information here, is basing it on this amount, basing it on this calculation. If you would prefer the installments not to show on the letter, you can override here. It's an override because you're not using the calculation at the top of the installment page. And if I go back to the letter, I can see that there's nothing about the installments required for 2024 on the letter for the 2023 tax return. So you can do that. If you do want an estimate of installments, you can fill out the 2024 estimates. So I put in an amount here. You can fill out the columns, in other words. And if I scroll down now, I can see Profile changed it to quarterly based on the estimates of 2024. So depending on how you fill out the top part, the columns for 2022, 23, and 24, you'll get different calculations. I've got this calculation now of installments, and if I go to the letter, it's there. So you can either say I don't want installments on the page, or you can fill in the columns and get a different calculation for installments on the letter. So the installments calculation in Profile is based on the CRA installment rules. There is the installment worksheet we looked at, and you can adjust it, do different things if you want. You can always remember that the installment calculation only appears on the letter. It is not part of the filing to CRA. I hope you found this video helpful. For more support options, you can go to our website. It's profile.intuit.ca.